Everyone, this is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a look that features this Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. So now this is really old. I mean, this has been around for, I don't know exactly how long, but before I ever started really getting back into makeup. And I purchased this. It's one of my very first, one of my very first eyeshadow palette purchases. And honestly, like, I've used it a little bit here and there, but I haven't really featured it. I haven't talked about it on my channel at all. And if you look at the colors in this palette, I mean, they're just gorgeous. So most of them are shimmer. The palette does give you this Rollin' in Dough shade, which is basically your matte white for putting on your lid before shadow. And then it's got So Bougie, which is the transition color. You've got Cocoa Truffle, which is a little bit of a darker transition color, and then of course Decadent, which is the black to deepen up the look. And then the rest are all shimmers. So when I look at this palette, I completely see this as a holiday palette. They've got some amazing colors, and the look I'm going to do today, it could very well easily fall into the holiday slot, because I'm going to consider it a fall look still, but you could get away with Christmas. It's completely Christmas colors. And I'm going to surprise you with what colors I'm going to use. So let's get started. I'm going to prime my skin with this Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. It's kind of like a tester. It's like on Facebook or Instagram. But there's like these little hacks and stuff that you can kind of look at and see like what people do for folding clothes and makeup stuff. And I think they used an avocado to try this out. And basically, if you apply moisturizer, your makeup washes off easier, and it also doesn't gather in your pores as if compared to not using moisturizer. And primer really does the same thing. And plus, the primer helps to adhere your makeup even better. But it gives that barrier between your skin and the makeup. And it is one of the most important steps before you actually apply foundation or even blush and powder products for that matter. So I probably put too much on because my skin feels a little slippery, but I'm going to put it on my eyelids. I actually put this product everywhere. Usually I just put a little tiny bit on, and I stick to around my nose, my mouth, my chin, and my forehead. But today it went everywhere. So when I apply my foundation, I am going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. This is the shade Warm Beige. Again, I always shake it up. I think I used this the other day, and I said I've had it for a year now, and so I'm really just trying to use it up before I have to throw it out because I don't want to waste it. It's such a good foundation. I'm using my Real Techniques Miracle Complexion Sponge, and this is damp. Always use a damp sponge, and I am only going to be using 2 bottles. So I quickly blend this out, and this is going to be very, very quick. And I will not wipe the sponge anywhere on my face because that primer was probably overkill. So I'm just literally pouncing it onto my skin, blending down my neck and my chin. Not really on my neck. I try to stay away from my neck unless I'm having a shower that day. It's just such a pain in the butt to wash it off. But if your foundation does not blend and it looks really, really terrible, or it's way too dark or really light, then I would suggest blending down your neck. Because either you're using up a summer foundation or you're using a winter foundation now and your skin is too dark, or, you know, maybe the website just wasn't accurate and you ended up picking up foundation that's too light or too dark. These things happen. Okay, so I just kind of keep blending. Even though I think I'm done, I just kind of go a little bit further. Go the extra mile. I think that looks really, really good. And then I'm going to apply the concealer. So this concealer is the same brand, of course, the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is the shade Vanilla because I will be contouring a little bit. And my eyes are really dark today. I don't know if it shows up on camera, but yeah, I feel like super, super dark. So yeah, a little bit of contouring here. Middle of the nose, Cupid's bow. And I wouldn't mind doing my cheeks, but I don't want to do that until after I've contoured my cheeks with powder. So I'm going to see if I can manage that. We'll see. So I'm just going to use the pointy tip of my sponge here to blend out all of the areas. And I always bring up some of the product onto my lid to prime for the shadow. And then you can use the other side of your sponge just to blend any areas that are kind of standing out. You want to blend into your foundation. These products together just make my skin look so good. I love the way it looks right now. Okay, so I'm going to set right away because I don't want that product settling in my lines at all. So one more quick tap out over the eyes, and then I'm going to use my Coty Airspun loose face powder. I'm just going to turn it upside down, tap it really, really good, and I'm going to use my sponge to set my eye area and my forehead because that's like the first place that starts to settle in. Okay, I look like a ghost. I'm just going to use my Sigma F20 large powder brush now, and I'm just going to powder the rest of my face. And I really like going crazy, even though I powder my shirt at this point. I like going crazy with the powder, and then the more you wipe it away. I know a lot of people use very minimal product, but face powder, I like my entire face set. I don't just like setting the places where I apply concealer. I like the matte look, and the powder definitely gives you that. And this has a little bit more of a white cast than if you were to take a darker colored powder, but I can darken my skin with some blush and some bronzer after. And I think the next step is I'm going to do brows, and I will be doing that off camera. Okay, so I'm just going to use my little powder sweep F06 here, just to kind of gently get around the eye area. Make sure all of the powder is settled into all of the little areas of my face, especially under the eyes and around the nose. Alright, so I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to use, of course, my two staples for brows, my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in medium brown, and also the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel in medium brown as well. We will be back when brows are done. You'll notice eyebrows are done, but I've also applied some green pencil liner to my water rims. And what I used was this Anabelle Kohl eyeliner. This is the shade 109 Lotus. Honestly, I found it at Rexall and I found it at Walmart. Rexall was charging $5.99 and Walmart was charging $3.99. So for a steal of a deal, $3.99, they have so many different colors. So that is one brand. It's Anabelle. I will definitely be buying some more colors. I think I've said this before on my channel, but I just can't condone buying a $30 eyeliner. A palette for $60, yes, because you get a lot of use out of it, but an eyeliner, no way. So that's just my opinion, but this color is Kohl, and so what I did is I overlined it a little bit because I'm going to blend in with shadow on the bottom lash line after. So you will know what color it is. I'm going to go ahead and contour. I don't even know what I was saying before about the concealer, doing a highlighting thing. I'm just going to highlight with highlighter. So I'm going to use my Tarteist Pro Glow by Tarte. I'm just going to go in with Sculpt. This is the only shade I'll be using today. And I will be using my Sigma F40 large angled contour brush. I don't even tap off the product, I just go in. And I'm going to kind of start on my temples today and then bring it down to my cheekbone. I want to keep my cheekbone high. So I always seem to get like really good cheekbone structure on the right side of my face, which you guys will see it looks like the left. And on the left side, I always mess up. And I do that the same with my eyes. Does anyone else have that problem when you're doing your makeup? And I always do everything with my right hand. Like, I can multitask. Apparently I count money like I'm left-handed, but doing my makeup, there's no way. It has to be right-handed. And I'm excited. So today, I know this video won't go up for a while, but I'm excited because tomorrow is date night. Now I kind of wish I'd done a look like this for tomorrow because I want to film another video for you guys. I mean, I love filming date night looks, and nowadays it kind of seems like that's the only time I really do my makeup is when I've got a date night. So I've got so many date night videos up. But I do have a plan with me coming, of course, on Sunday, and I will be filming the last week of Halloween week. So that one's going to be very exciting. So if you guys are into bullet journaling at all, that one, I'm looking forward to sharing it with you. But the other thing, I was having a huge problem. So the video that I'll be posting on Monday is actually another date night look, but it's like a very quick date night look with no foundation. And I think it's called How to Get Cute Fast. And in that video, at the time I was really trying to be quick, and because I had lost track of time and I was playing cards, and I didn't have tons of time to do my makeup. So I was like, oh, I'll just do a voiceover later. So here in the meantime, I actually updated my Mac to the latest operating system, which was Catalina, and I had to update everything. So like my old 2007 Word doesn't work on it anymore. I had to update Office 365, which now you have to pay for, and also the iMovie program had to be updated, and now for some reason my internal mic won't work. And I know it works because now Siri's on my computer and Siri can hear me, so the internal mic works fine. It's just, it won't record a voiceover for me. So I have to post a video with no voiceover, and all it has is music. But I did write all of the products I used down below, but it was really frustrating. I think I spent a whole day trying to fight with it, and it just didn't work out for me, so pretty bummed about that. Okay, so I kind of do a C shape kind of on my cheekbone just to kind of get that nice upward lift on my cheekbone, so you can see it now. Oh, my under eyes look so dark. Alright, I'm going to go in with blush. I'm using my Benefit blush bar. Wow, that's the garbage truck, you guys. Can you hear that? It's so loud. Okay, this is the Benefit blush bar. This is the first one. And I'm going to use, I usually like Rockatory, but I'm going to use Gold Rush. So it's this middle one here. I'm using my Sigma F10 powder blush brush. And I'm just going to blend this color into the contour. Love this stuff. Each one smells, it has a different scent, and it's just so pretty. I think I would swear by Benefit blushes, and I actually like their contour isn't bad, the Hoola bronzer, but it's usually not what I reach for on a daily basis. Oh, this makeup look is going to be bomb, you guys. Okay, so I usually don't do highlighter until after, but I'm going to go ahead right now. I'm using my Loreal by the Balm. Love her. And now I've been using my F35 tapered highlighter brush. I feel like it's out of shape, but I'm going to use it today. Put some on my cheekbone. I don't like a huge glow, just kind of a little one, you know? Just not that I look shiny, but a little bit on the cupid's bow and the nose, of course. And a little bit over here. I kind of moved my forehead highlighter to where I used to put it like right here, and it just didn't look natural or normal or good. Okay, so eyeshadow it is. So I'm going to use my beautiful chocolate gold palette. This smells so good, you guys. I'm going to go right in, because I've already powdered my lids, right? So let's go in with So Bougie, which is the crease color. I'm going to use Nu 40, the tapered blending by Sigma. I'm not going to tap this off because it's fairly light. And the colors that I want to use today, see, you could just technically go in straight with a shimmer, and I would advise definitely doing like a liquid medium first on your brush so the shimmer goes on really sparkly. But I really want some dimension to the eye today. So I'm going to use the brown contouring shades. This one I'm just going to bring up a tad higher. I should really use this palette more often. Like, I love this palette. You can get so many different looks because you can use a different color every day. But I honestly think the trick too, just to define your eyes, is definitely colored liner. I'm going to link her card here for you guys. Let me think of her name. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm blanking on this. Blah, 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 blah. Angela Bright. There we go. She's like my favorite YouTuber with eye makeup right now. And I don't really watch tons of her videos. She's palette obsessed. So it's like the only thing she really buys is a lot of palettes. And like eyeshadow palettes. And I can't justify that personally because I have like pretty much all the colors that I'm gonna need, unless like something really, really fantastic comes out. And but I like watching it because she's been doing a lot of looks where she does the liner on the bottom, and it really brings out the look. I don't know what it is, but it's gorgeous, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna use a smaller brush now. I'm gonna use my small tapered blending. Nope, I lied. I'm going to go in with E35. Completely lied. I'm going to go in with Cocoa Truffle now. It's that darker brown shade. And I'm just going to bring it a little bit lower. Not too much lower. I'm going to have to go back in with that first one to blend, I think. And I might very well use that dark black one on the outside corner to blend. Wow. I might use it to darken up the look a little bit. This is going to be really cool. I haven't done these colors yet together. It's going to be great. Okay, so I'm going to use, I always like using a flatter brush for this step. This is the cream color E58. I always like using my MAC Fix Plus for this too. I soak my brush and I'm going to dip it into the chocolate gold shade. So the bright like gold. So I'm going to pop this right on the lid. It's literally going to go everywhere. And I'm not even, like you'll notice I'm not even using like a cut crease here with concealer. Just going straight in with the sparkle color. And then of course we'll have to let it dry, and I might darken up the outside crease and the outside lid with the black shade. And when you do that, you honestly don't need that much color because black is so scary, and you shouldn't let it threaten you, you guys. Just because you put black on your lid doesn't mean you're going to have black eyes. Sometimes it can be tricky to work with depending on the formula, and I haven't really worked with this one. It is matte, which is what I'm looking for today. Okay, so while we let this dry, before we go in with that dark shade on the corner, I'm going to go in with a pencil brush, and I'm going into Money Bags, which is of course the dark green in the corner. I'm going to apply it to the E30 pencil brush, tap it off really well. Oh, there's like hardly any product left on there. Okay, I might have to spray this one too. Let's do that. Spray it, and I'm going to push it into the eyeliner, and I'm going to blend it out. Now we'll have to let this one dry as well. So I don't know how far I want to bring that down, so let's leave it to dry. I'm going to go in now on the top, and I'm going to use an E25, and I'm going to take a little bit of the black. So it's called Decadent. Just a little bit, tap off the brush. And I'm just going to dab this on the other corner. And I don't want to go crazy here. I just want to darken up the look just a little bit. It's going to include lots of blending here. And I might have to add more brown. And what we could do, just to kind of bring it into that green, I could use some of the green as well. That might look nice. Right now I'm pretty much just kind of patting it in, instead of doing like a circular blending motion. Bring it about halfway, and then we're going to go back into that gold. I definitely want to keep that concentrated on the outside. I think this would be a great holiday party look. Okay, so I'm going to go back into Decadent Money Bags and just put the brush in a little bit of each of them. And go back in here and darken it up. I guess I'm bringing this a little higher than I thought I would too. I again, just keeping with the outer corner. You can always look into a mirror that's a little farther away just to see if you have it even on both eyes, because you don't want to later find out that it's not even. Okay, so now we're going to line the eye. I'm just going to do this off camera, but I am going to do lashes, which ones I'm going to use yet. Okay, maybe I'll use the Santa Monica lashes by Morphe. I've used them once before. I'm going to use my Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara along with my Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. So lashes are on. I just wanted to say, for me, these Morphe Santa Monica lashes just basically made my lashes look a lot fuller and a little bit more curvier, but they didn't really give it like the wow length that I'd be looking for personally on a date night look. But these are great for women or men with shorter lashes. And yeah, I think for just a general makeup look where I'm going out, not to a fancy place, I would wear these. So one of the last steps, I'm just going to put some of the same highlighter I used earlier. I'm going to use my little tiny B21 smudge brush by Sigma. I'm going to take some of this and just pop it right underneath the brow bone just to give a little brightness there. And also on the inner corner of the eye. I love this part because it really does open up the eye. And then the last step, I had a completely different lip look in mind. I mean, with a green eye, and this isn't like an overly done green eye because I don't have the whole lid covered in green, I could easily do a red lip with this if I was going out, but I'm going to stick to my favorite lip polishes. These are just lip glosses, but they do have a tingly component, so if you are sensitive and have sensitive lips or skin, be careful of that. This is the Buxom Full and Plumping Lip Polish in the shade Rebecca. This is a very champagne shade, so very neutral to go with this look. I don't really own any gold lip glosses. I think the closest one that would come close is this more of a brown color, which is Serena. It has gold flecks, so let's put this one on. I personally like the feel of these. I think another good lip color would actually be the shade Celeste, which is this one here. It's more of, looks like it has silver sparkles, but it would probably go well too. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please stay tuned for more fall-inspired makeup looks. And if you have any comments, please leave them below because I love reading and responding to them. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It's either on the end screen at the very end of this video, you can hit it, or you can just go to my main page and hit it there as well. Also, click the like button if you enjoyed it, and the bell button will allow you to be notified every time I post a new video. So until next time, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and we will see you very soon. Bye now.